Alright, now we're going to jump into Tuesday's homework. So for number 3 on your homework, it says that using the table below, determine the unit rate for an 8-ounce container of Jolly Juice. And our table here gives you different size containers for your Jolly Juice and the price that goes along with it. Now, just to review what a unit rate is, this unit rate here means for every 1 unit. So what I want to do here is I want to try to make myself a rate where I have a certain number of units for every 1 of the other unit. In this case, our 2 units are going to be ounces and dollars, or we can also call this cents. But since we have the dollar sign there, we'll say that our other unit is dollars. So we're looking for the unit rate of our 8-ounce container. In our table, it says here that an 8-ounce container of Jolly Juice is 96 cents, or 96 hundredths of a dollar. Now, before we get into actually getting the unit rate here, I want to talk about which unit rate would make more sense. If I tried to make a unit rate for the number of ounces for every 1 cent, it really wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Normally when you go to the grocery store, you normally see your unit rates written as the amount of money for every ounce, or sometimes you might see them for the amount of money per pound or something like that. So what we want to do here is we want to figure out how much money it costs per ounce of Jolly Juice that we have in this container. Now, what we can do here, since we already have our ratio written with our units, is we can write our original ratio with the original price and the original amount of ounces. In our table, it says that 96 cents gives you 8 ounces of juice. But what I want to try to do is I want to try to get all the way down to 1 ounce, since we need to figure out how much money it costs for 1 ounce of juice here. Now, the easiest way to get your unit rate when you're looking at problems like this is to go ahead and divide by whatever is in your denominator there. Since 8 divided by 8 is going to give me that 1 ounce. But whatever I do to the bottom of my ratio, I have to do to the top in order to keep our ratio equivalent. So I'm going to divide this 96 cents by 8 in order to figure out how much it costs for 1 ounce. So pulling out some more scratch paper, I need to do 96 divided by 8, or I'm sorry, 96 hundredths divided by 8. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my problem here. Since 96 is getting divided by 8, the 96 hundredths needs to go inside of your long division box here, and 8 goes on the outside. Since we have a decimal inside of your box, we need to make sure that we have one up here on the top. Now we can go through our division like normal. 8 goes into 0 times, since 8 times 0 gives me 0. And then I'll bring down the 9 next. 8 goes into 9 one time, because 1 times 8 is 8. And I'm left with 1 remainder. And then I'll bring down the 6. 8 goes into 16 2 times. And that should end up zeroing out there, which means that 96 hundredths divided by 8 is going to give me 12 hundredths, which means up here on the top, and I'll rewrite the unit rate down here just so we can have some more space. For every 1 ounce of Jolly Juice, we pay 12 cents, or 12 hundredths of a dollar. So 12 cents per ounce would be my final answer for my unit rate there. Now when you look at number 4, the hint that I will give you for 4, since it says how far can a reindeer run in 1 hour, we want to look for the distance per hour. And the distance in this case is going to be miles. So we're looking at the miles per hour that this reindeer can run. So go ahead and try number 4 on your own, and then we will get to number 5 tomorrow.